Hello all, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to see about a different AI and ML services in a Google Cloud. So this will be a video series where I'll be showing you the different AI and ML services in Google Cloud and how we can implement these services in our Google Cloud project. So I'll show you the different ways to implement these services in Google Cloud using a cloud console, using a cloud shell, or also using a programming language like a Python. So first thing, why we need to learn about AI and ML services in a Google Cloud, or why Google Cloud AI ML services are so much popular, and also in future also these services will create a huge impact on a human life, because any kind of artificial intelligence or machine learning service need a data to train their machine learning models, and who is having the more data than Google. So just take an example. I am using my mobile phone, I'm using my Gmail. In my Gmail, I'm syncing my contact, so my contacts will be stored in a Google data center. So I'm using my Google Map, so all my location information wherever I am going is being stored in a Google data center. I'm using a Google Drive, I'm using a Google Photos. Even if you are not using a Google product, or you are using the iPhone and you are just type your name in a Google, you will see a lot of information about yourself from LinkedIn, from Facebook, from Instagram. Google will fetch all this information and showcase to you. So currently no one has a greater amount of data than a Google, and this data is used, or this data can be used to build your machine learning models, or Google is already build their machine learning models. Now I'll just move to next slide and we'll see what is AI and ML in GCP. So AI stand for artificial intelligence, ML stand for machine learning. So I'm just telling you if anyone is not aware or just learning with basics. So what is AI? So this is artificial intelligence demonstrated by the machines, not on animals or humans. So just take an example. If I am riding a bike with a speed of 120 km per hour, so my brain can understand, okay, this can cause an accident, but my bike won't understand because this is a machine and it's not having a natural intelligence. But nowadays you could see, you are heard about a Tesla which will be running in autopilot mode, and it can just detect your speed, detect object, detect vehicle around that. So that is something artificial intelligence. So we can demonstrate this intelligence in machine as an artificial intelligence. So this artificial intelligence will use a machine learning algorithm, and the machine learning is subfield of artificial intelligence. So just a difference you could see. So artificial intelligence use a machine learning algorithm to train a model. Okay. The goal of machine learning is to make computer learn from the data that you give them. So as we discussed the start of this video, any machine learning model will need a data to train that model. Instead of writing code that describes the action of a computer should take, your code provides an algorithm that adapts based on the example of intended behavior. Just take an example now. If I have a bunch of fruits, I have an apple, I have a banana, so I can understand the difference between apple and banana. But I am just take an example of very old mobile phones, where if I am capturing the image, my mobile phone can capture the image, but mobile phone couldn't understand, okay, which is banana and which is apple. But in recent days, that AI is introduced in our camera. Even if you click photo or you scan using a Google Lens, it will show you that it is a banana and it is an apple. So we have to train that, or these products train that way that it will identify that based on the training data. So we'll discuss that in later point of view. So how we can build or how we can train this model. So first we'll concentrate on AI and ML in GCP. So Google Cloud machine learning services are defined in three categories. So first is pre-trained model, second is Google AutoML, third is a custom training. So in pre-trained model, Google already created some machine learning model, already trained them using a Google data and Google infrastructure, and we just need to use this API in our project or whenever we have a very generic use case. So just see the example of a pre-trained model here. So we have a vision API which is used to detect the details inside the image. So just take an example. If I am using a vision API to scan my image, then my image result will show all the details about object in the image, person in the image. Even it will show if person is happy or not inside that image, and it will try to give all the characteristics inside that image. Okay, so if we have such use case where we have to identify the objects in the image, or we have to identify the colors in the image, or a very basic generic use cases, we can use this vision API in a pre-trained model. Even we have a speech API which will include a speech to text. So just take an example. Nowadays whenever you are seeing any video, you can see the subtitle at the bottom. Now in earlier days we have to download a separate subtitle files for each movie or any video clip, but now they converted or they implemented using a speech to text API. So whatever the person is talking, it will try to convert it into the text and it will display on your screen. Again we have text to speech API also. So whatever text will provide, it will just convert into the audio. So I'll show you that. So I already implemented this in one of my application. I created application using this, and I tried to convert the text to speech, speech to text. I tried to analyze images using this vision API. Then we have a natural language API. So this NLP API is used whenever you are, just take an example, you are giving a lot of reviews on any of the e-commerce website. So you bought something on Amazon and you giving the review, okay, this product is not good or you are not happy. So based on your comment, it will, using the natural API, it will identify the sentiments of all the users and it will generate one reports if the users are happy with the products or e-commerce site or not. So it will just detect, or it will just read reviews, and it will just try to scan your reviews using natural language processing API, and it will analyze the sentiment of the users. And this is a very widely used nowadays for natural language processes. Then you have translation API. So I think you are using this since a long time, Google Translator. Then we have a video intelligence API. Now just to give you a small example here, so whenever you could see any I would say a violent image or a violent video on a YouTube or your Facebook or Instagram, it will just give you warning or in a blur content that it is a sensitive information. Do you want to move ahead and see this? So this is based on the video intelligence. It will detect that video contains some adult information or some adult content or some violence content, and it will just warn the users based on that video intelligence API. So this API is also widely used nowadays. So these are all pre-trained model, and we can use this just using these APIs. Now the second part, Google AutoML. So when we need to use a Google AutoML, now take an example. I have a vision API. If I will put a person's photo inside a vision API, it will tell, okay, this is a person, this is having a red color t-shirt, or this is having the black color t-shirt, whatever output it will give. But I just want to be a more specific. So just take an example of IPL team. I want to give photos of all IPL players, and I want to just showcase the result, which player belongs to which team based on their jersey. So what I will do, I'll train my model. If it is a yellow jersey, it will show as a Chennai Super Kings players. If it is a blue jersey, I'll take example of that blue jersey, train my model, and I'll just want my model to tell output that this is a Mumbai Indians jersey, Mumbai Indians player. So like that, we'll just bring our data, but we'll use a Google's machine learning algorithm and Google's infrastructure to build our machine learning model using a AutoML. Now third is a custom training, where you will bring your own data set, you will bring your own machine learning algorithm, and you will build your machine learning model on a Google infrastructure. So these are the three different categories of Google Cloud machine learning, and mostly will use a pre-trained model or a Google AutoML using a Vertex AI. So In next video we'll see all this example in detail. We'll try to implement this vision API, speech API in our project. We'll try to see how we can implement using the cloud console, cloud shell, and also create sample application using a Python. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.